And they double up Davis over to the left wing. Plumlee with a screen on Knight. 5 to shoot. Here's McCollum. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
And guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Lets the 3 fly. They grab their own miss. The 3. And he gets it to go. McCollum's got 5.
A good open look, and he splashes home.
Butch Lillard.
There.
You can see which team now has the swagger card right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
I tell you what, man, it looks as though the light is officially gone on for Ed Davis. I mean, he drifted around a bit over his first 5 seasons, but he made real strides last year.
Going back to Ed Davis, his rebounds and field goal percentage were way up last year. He's finally developed the strength to anchor inside, and Greg, the skill set to convert scoring opportunities as well.
And Kevin, you can see his confidence growing. He just needs to keep at it to reach his full potential.
Now, here's Tucker. 14 points from him the last game against Orlando. A shot by Knight, no good. Trailblazers trail by 5. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Aminu's got his first bucket of the night. Knight with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Stolen by McCollum. Now here's Lillard. The floater. Rebound by the Suns. Chandler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bledsoe outside. Out to Morris. Plenty of space. And again, it's the Suns missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Aminu with the bucket.
Assist goes to.
Here's Bledsoe. He's coming off a 31-point game against Orlando.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points. The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Davis drives in, and that misses. That would have put him up.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Knight kicks to Bledsoe. The putback and the dunk by Chandler.
That kind of putback turns a simple rebound into a highlight play.
He assaulted the glass, you're right, then assaulted the rim.
Yeah, straight bringing the hard hat on that one. That's what you like to see on the backboard.
Here's McCollum after the made shot from Tyson Chandler. Davis sets a screen. Baseline J on the way. And Chandler sends it back. They retain possession. Bledsoe outside. Chandler a screen. And Tucker kicks to Bledsoe. Inside. And the dunk by Chandler.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it. Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Chris Kaman's checked in for Plumlee. Myers-Leonard comes in for Ed Davis. Abs check in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Henderson for C.J. McCollum. Leonard kicks to Crabbe. Just 5 on the clock. Lillard attacking. A second chance effort.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Yeah, those are the shots you want. But they've been trickling out on them, guys. They've just got to stay with it. Persist in getting those good shots inside, and they'll drop.
Now, here's Clarkson. Covered by Lillard. Here's Len. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. But what a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find a spot for the team, and he made huge jumps in his game.
And I think it correlated with his minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more minutes, and he's a very complete big guy. With the added minutes, the production has gone up as expected.
Now here's Kaman. Last time out he had 13 points.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Teletovic. Sinks the three-pointer. Teletovic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lillard the pass to Henderson. Kaman sets a screen for Henderson. Steps back and drains the jump shot.
And not much breathing room there. The step-back move gave him just enough to get it off.
Fires the 3. Chris Kaman pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 7. And Lillard kicks to Kaman. Leonard with the ball. Working on Teletovic. That one goes. Count it. And for the Suns, they're shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. Now Clarkson. He had 13 points in the win against Orlando.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
And Teletovic kicks to Covington. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Len dishes to Teletovic. They set the pick. There's the triple. The shot is off. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
And they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Well, composure, execution, efficiency in a tight ball game is typically what's going to determine the winner.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Phoenix Suns weren't terrible at home by any means last year. They ended up over 500, but, Greg, they weren't quite dominant enough at home to get in the playoffs.
That's a great point. I mean, they finished the year +3 in terms of wins at home. Not bad, but not good enough when you're talking about that Western Conference.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
You know, when you talk about the Suns, their play at home sums up their season. When you are just above average in the West, you won't be in the playoffs. You've got to be really good at home to make it in the West in the playoffs.
Henderson kicks to Lillard. Pass to Crabbe. Lots of room. They grab their own miss. Tries yet again. And the layup is up and in.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And Phoenix had some turnover issues at home last year. But overall, and to drive this home, they just were okay here in this building, and that's not going to cut it.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Here's Kaman. The shot no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. 1:19 left in the first quarter. Clarkson kicks to Len. Passes it to Covington. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Leonard. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard outside. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Scoring-wise, a really sluggish start for him, guys. I mean, just 2 for 7 overall.
And the Suns here with a different look. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Alex Land. Markieff Morris comes in for Mirza Teletovic. Brandon Knox checked in for Booker. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Jordan Clarkson. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 5. To the inside, Kaman. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Bledsoe against Lillard. Chandler a screen. And Bledsoe, here we go. And here's Covington from the arc. And that is good. Covington's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that set.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Suns ahead. They lead by 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you.
I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Like or handball.
Either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Bledsoe and 9 of the backcourt. Chandler out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Covington in at the 3, the small forward.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Stolen by Bledsoe. And here's the fast break. Knight leading the way. Here's Covington. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul. And you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team as we recall in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights very similar in this series. They would go on to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries.
To the wing right side. Morris into the lane. And Davis sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Dishes to Bledsoe. Lock at 6. Here's Morris. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, a lot of steals in the first half. Really getting after it defensively.
Phoenix leading by 9. Bledsoe passes to Morris. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And it's 8 points for Markieff Morris. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And here's McCollum. He's got 9. He dishes it to Plumlee. And he can't jam it through. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Bledsoe left side. Let's go. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Doubled by Knight to the paint. The effort goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Plumlee. Bledsoe outside. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Out tonight, a 3-ball, and the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Phoenix. Trailblazers trail by 10. Now a timeout called by Portland.
You know, the Phoenix Suns played well overall last season, but they still couldn't match up against some of the teams in the West. Had a hard time with in-conference battles.
Phoenix on defense. 11 feet away and too long on the shot.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Clarkson with the ball. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. He was all alone on that one. Teletovic has got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns. And for the Suns last season, Greg, they ended with a record 21-31 against the Western Conference. It's something that you can point to, Greg, as a reason they failed to make the postseason.
Great point, Kevin. And the big problem for the Suns were the other Western playoff teams. Only went 8-22 against the top 8 in the West.
Plumlee sets the pick for McCollum. Portland again missing.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
From downtown, shots good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 5 points so far.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
The 3 from McCollum. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Len's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Count that one.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Crab dishes to McCollum. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Suns on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. Now, here's Clarkson. 5 points in the game. Warren, and it's off the back rim. No good.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Plumlee with the screen. It's deflected. Out to the right wing. Here's Warren. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Trailblazers trail by...
Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
The 15-footer. Phoenix grabs the miss. Land's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the shot by Warren, no good. Trailblazers trail by 19. Swiped away. And now Warren running the floor all by himself. No good from Booker.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Aminu with the bucket.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player, has the size to bang and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
And it's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegiate. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on.
And, you know, back to Plumlee, he showed steady improvement last season, improved statistically in just about every category over his rookie year. If he could become a little less mechanical with his postgame, I think he could even go higher.
For the Trailblazers, Chris Kaman has checked in for Davis. Henderson comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Lillard subbed in for McCollum. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
You know, one thing about Plumlee, going back, he's been a tremendous rebounder. He can shoot over 60% from the field for you. However, he was a terrible free throw shooter last season, under 50%, which caused at least a couple teams to employ a little hack-a-Mason strategy.
And Portland making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Crabbe kicks to Kaman. Kaman, a screen on Knight. And Chandler sends it back, but they get it back. Suns leading by 15. Knight on the wing, covered by Lillard. Chandler outside, all alone. Off the left rim and out. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Lillard misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Bledsoe, here we go. That's good. The assist that time. From Knight. 9 points for Eric Bledsoe.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Down low. Kaman's shot is good.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Leonard with the steal. Lillard against Bledsoe. Lillard the pass to Kaman. Lillard dishes to Kaman. And Portland again with the bucket.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Lillard against Bledsoe. Chandler with a screen for Bledsoe. Knight in the corner. No one near him. And he hits the jump shot.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle, spreading it around.
Lillard outside. The pass to Keenan. Kicks it out to Leonard. It's Henderson on the wing. Misses off the right iron. Suns leading by 15. Bledsoe outside. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Leonard. Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. And stolen by Knight. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. The shot is off.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Well, you don't want to force any play, but particularly the alley-oop. You'd like to try that when it's wide open.
1:27 left in the first half. Phoenix has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Bledsoe kicks to Chandler, and that one is stuffed right through. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 12 rebounds.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Came in against Morris. It's tipped. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the half. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. The Trailblazers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
And Bledsoe with the stuff.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Alex Len's checked in for Chandler. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Markieff Morris. Robert Covington's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Booker in for Brandon Knight. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Kaman missing. Lets the 3 fly. No good from Booker. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's off. And so we conclude the first half. Suns lead by 15. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Tyson, a great...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Eric Bledsoe is having one of those nights. He had 12 points, 2 steals, and 2 rebounds. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
That was the half of the super sub for them. A lot of offense coming off the bench, and that's such a luxury to have that kind of firepower available. There were times when the pace picked up when the second unit came into the game, and that's the best part, having a bunch of guys who's ready at the drop of a hat.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
On defense, they've been all over.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Tremendous output from Bledsoe. He has 12 points and 7 assists. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
And Clark, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and his D, it has been on point.
On the floor for Portland. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Davis is out there with Plumlee, and it's Aminu in at the small forward position. Here's Clarkson. It's stolen by Aminu. Now here's McCollum. He's covered by Clarkson. Lillard misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole the game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
Now, here's Clarkson. Defense right on him. Len with a screen on Lillard. Clock at 4. Clarkson kicks to Booker. The Suns need to get a shot off. Covington's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 13. And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
Blazers ball. Substitution on the court.
Here is Davis. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Now here's McCollum. He's guarded by Knight. McCollum dishes to Davis. Kicks it out to Lillard. Just 3 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Plumlee, no luck.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And Bledsoe, here we go. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by Bledsoe. And that's 13 points for Tyson Chandler.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Back to Lillard. The teardrop falls in. Lillard's got 9.
You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh no, oh no, oh yeah shots.
Chandler is screen. Kicks it to Tucker. It's stolen by Aminu. To the inside, Lillard.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And Aminu kicks to Lillard. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Knight kicks to Bledsoe. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Lillard against Bledsoe. And Lillard kicks to Davis. Can't get it to go.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Now here's Knight. He's guarded closely. Pass to Bledsoe. And down it goes. Dunk 3 off a wonderful assist.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Morris a screen, and stolen by Lillard. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's McCollum. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Knight in the corner, beyond the arc, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 9 assists now tonight. And the thing about Eric Bledsoe, he's an absolutely terrific athlete, insane athletic ability, his speed with the ball, especially Greg in the open court. Remarkable.
Yeah, and when he gets a full head of steam, look out. He goes beast mode, if you will, on the basketball floor. He really, truly is like a running back in the open field.
And Phoenix making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. There's the dish to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Plumlee with the screen. Goes up on the high post. Phoenix grabs the miss. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
Talking about Bledsoe, one area where he has to improve his turnovers. He averaged over 3.5 turnovers a game. You can't be a championship point guard if you're not squeezing the orange.
Here's Morris, and the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a three-point play.
First team foul.
And thinking a little bit more about Eric Bledsoe, yes, he could be more efficient, but his combination of points, assists, and rebounds per game is outstanding. If he focuses in and listens to his coaches, we could be talking about him in the upper echelon of point guard.
Here's McCollum. 14 points for him. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Knight. 7 points in the game. Chandler with the screen on Lillard. Knight passes to Chandler. Here's Clarkson. And play stops as it looks like they... Calling over the back here.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over the back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
Lillard attacking. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And Portland making a change here. Kamen's checked in. For Portland, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
It's still pretty early to judge, but so far the 2014 draft class has lived up to the hype. The top guys were as good as promised, and a lot of talent down later in the draft as well.
With the 2014 draft class, Clark, it was so hyped up, a lot of teams probably didn't care that they were losing some games at the end of the year as they themselves were testing some younger players on their roster.
Yeah, agree with you wholeheartedly there. And you look at the guys from that class, many of them have star potential.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Lenz checked in for Chandler. Mirza to let it. And so here's Portland. 15-point game.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
The feed to Teletovic. Glenn, a screen to the right side. Here's Covington, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
You know, the defense has got... do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Lillard dishes to Kaman. And the baseline jumper, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Well, Portland had another strong season against the rest of the West. Ended up with a record of 31-21 in the conference, and that was good enough to earn them the fourth spot in the West.
Portland did end up fourth in the West, as you said, Greg. You're talking about that, and their 31-21 in-conference record was the exact same as it was at the end, Clark, of the 2014 season.
Well, actually, Portland won more games in 2014 than they did last season, ended up fourth in the conference, mostly because of how they won their division.
And the Suns call time. Phoenix had a season of heartbreak last year, so many losses for them on last-second shots, late-game losses, Greg, buzzer beaters.
Yeah, it's sad if you're a Phoenix fan. How many times this team lost at the buzzer? Just close games in general. Of their 42 losses, how about 18 were by 5 points or less?
Now here's Henderson, defended by Booker. Here's McCollum. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. McCollum's got 18 points in the game. Suns leading by 15.
You know, trying to think back on...
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'll tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Well, one more, and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
Bledsoe kicks tonight. Chandler with the screen on Leonard. Knight for three. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Leonard with the screen on Bledsoe. 6 to shoot. Here's Henderson. Passes it to King. Chandler with the steal. And oh, here we go with Bledsoe. Nobody back.
That's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. One thing about Eric Bledsoe, he made it clear he wanted to be paid like an upper-tier player, and that led to quite a negotiation between he and the Suns last year. Ultimately, the two sides agreed to a 5-year, $70 million deal.
And the Suns call time here. Talking about Eric Bledsoe's contract, many insiders felt like it was too much for a sporadic talent. We knew that he was the good backup in Los Angeles with the Clippers and going to Phoenix in a more prominent role. You know, but he went on to have a dynamic season, proving that, you know, Greg, and you know this position so well, he has the ability to be one of the best league's combo guards, I think.
I agree. I mean, consistency will tell the tale when it comes to Bledsoe. I mean, the rebounds and assists, the averages were up last year, but his shooting percentages were down. So is Bledsoe a near max level player? Only time will tell.
Morris outside. Chandler a screen. Feeds it to Warren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Knight, no good.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
McCollum passes to Crabbe. Now McCollum, he's got 20. Here's Kaman, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Kaman's got 8 points.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Outside Knight. Bledsoe outside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And Chris Kaman, guys, signing with the Blazers last season, he's had big contracts before, but told his agent, hey, let's focus on getting a winning situation.
And he sinks the second. And the Blazers really needed bench depth in their front court, Clark. A great situation for Chris Kaman to come into and contribute.
Yeah, he felt he'd been overlooked with the Lakers the season prior and bruised his ego a bit. In Portland, he found a defined role providing scoring off the bench, which suited him well.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
A nice shot by Knight.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Leonard sets a screen for McCollum. Morris with the rebound. Suns leading by 16. Knight into the lane. Count that one. Knight's got 13 points.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
1:06 left here in the third quarter. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
And Myers Leonard at 7'1", an interesting combination of size, athleticism, and shooting touch. Really likes to play on the perimeter.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. And the second free throw, good. And Leonard likes to run, jump, and shoot more than bang inside, I think, Clark.
Well, Kevin, you like that he has that ability to go outside, but with his size, he'll be most valuable, I think, if he also embraces throwing his weight around in the paint area.
Agreed. And that one's good by Henderson. Henderson's got 6.
Huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Here's Warren. And it's Kaman with the rebound. Kaman's got his 8th rebound here tonight. They shoot again, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Shooting for Phoenix.
First free throw is good.
As a team, they're hovering around 86 to 87% from the line. That's exactly what you want to see. I mean, converting at that rate, that'll win you a lot of games.
Pass to Henderson. Banked in off the glass. Henderson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
If you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Knight into the lane. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Then it's Alex Len. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Booker in at the 2 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Plumlee sets the pick for McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Lillard. Fires for 3. The shot is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Passes to Teletovic. Fires from deep. And the shot is good. Teletovic has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Phoenix. Now, here's Lillard. Defense is right there. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And Booker kicks to Len. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Lillard attacking off his foot. And the officials saying it was kicked.
And one priority for the commissioner this year was how the schedule worked. There were complaints about too many back-to-back games, and it was something everybody wanted to improve upon.
So it's Portland now. Davis sets a screen. And then Lillard slams it in.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Covington in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Offline with his 3. Greg, as you said, the NBA schedule was something that needed change. Players were getting worn out with all the back-to-back games, Clark. You've been through it and you know firsthand.
And it's not just the back-to-back games, Kevin. It's the 4 games in 5 nights or the 7 and 10 days. The league office knows the NBA is at their best when teams are rested. And kudos to the league for doing something about it.
Seems every season, Clark, you hear the same thing. Portland Trailblazers had to deal with some tough injuries.
Kevin, it appears as though it might actually be a curse. I don't like to use that word, but the history of this team and injuries is as unique as any in the league. Last year, no different.
And with the Blazers and injuries, even when they fought through pain, guys weren't at 100%. Aldridge wasn't quite the same with his hand injury. It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive. They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And losing Matthews for the season was huge too, guys. I mean, every team goes through injury woes and bumps during the course of the season, but the Blazers just seem to be, at least in the last half dozen years or so, hit very hard every year.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Lillard outside. Davis sets a screen. And Lillard kicks to Plumlee. Stolen by Clarkson. Good ball movement here by the Suns. From deep. And it's Portland with the rebound. Aminu's got 4 rebounds in this game. He feeds it to Lillard. Now here's McCollum, defended by Booker. Lillard left side, and Lillard gets double-teamed. Here's McCollum, and it comes off the front of the rim. Suns leading by 21. And here's Booker. Right wing. Clarkson passes to Covington. Booker with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Aminu. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Take a look at what McCollum's done. 22 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric. And guys, C.J. McCollum is a scoring-minded combo guard out of Lehigh. Was taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and still looking to make a big impact in the NBA.
Bledsoe dishes to Morris. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bledsoe against Lillard. He kicks it to Plumlee. Stolen by Tucker. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Gets the three-pointer. Bledsoe's got 10 points in just the second half. To the paint, here's Lillard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Knight with it. Dishes to Chandler. The pass to Bledsoe. Clock at 2. Back to Chandler. It's stolen by Aminu. Now here's Lillard. He dishes it to Aminu. From outside the arc, and it's Damian Lillard with the 3. Lillard's got 9 points in the quarter.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Bledsoe kicks to Knight. Back to Bledsoe. Poked loose. Morris outside. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Davis setting the pick for McCollum. To the right side. Lillard against Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. With some arc, Plumlee cleans up the mess with the savage putback flush.
Showing us a little force on that putback, Kev.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
Hey, guys, but how about the positioning there when the shot went up?
And he gets it to go.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Here's Lillard, and Portland again with the bucket.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Finished off the break. Lillard's got 13 points now in the quarter.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Knight against Lillard. Bledsoe, and he slams that one down.
Brandon Knight certainly can pass the on.
Trailblazers trail by 19. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Suns have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Plumlee with the steal. Back to Lillard to the wing right side. Here's McCollum. Can't get it to go. The Suns go the other way with it. 22 is their biggest lead. And it's Bledsoe off the drive.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
A three from McCollum, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Here's Bledsoe. And it's Portland with the rebound. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
The first free throw is good.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Jeff Hornacek had to say to his team. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
Teletovich's shot is good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Blazers ball.
On defense, Phoenix. They lead by 17. Kicks to Davis. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Plumlee with the screen. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Plumlee, the pass to Lillard. 4 on the clock. And at last, they get one to fall.
Assist goes to
Lillard's got 31 points. Clarkson dishes to Teletovich. Glenn, a screen. To the middle. It's stolen by Aminu. Here's Lillard. No good. And Phoenix will come the other way.
And now, your Suns dancers.
Timeout called, the Suns. You know, guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season with Dallas, he may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points, but he's already played.
Look at that. Nasty. Absolutely.
Filth. And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of
I tell
there.
you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Terry Stotts as he addressed his team. Guys that their offense needed to run through Lillard. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the fourth. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Pass to Plumlee. Chandler with the steal. Bledsoe left side. Morris kicks to Knight. Chandler with the screen on Lillard. Back to Morris. Just 5 on the clock. Inside, it's deflected. Plumlee with the steal. Now, here's Aminu. Guarded closely. The dish to McCollum. And Plumlee kicks to Lillard. Portland no good that time either. Suns leading by 17.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Phoenix.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
Well, at least they're going to salvage a game from the season series after losing the first 2.
And I think it says a lot about them that they were able to salvage this game. When you drop the first 2 against a team, you can often get down on yourself. They overcame that. Mental roadblock, and were impressive in doing so.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Bledsoe. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Guys, the teamwork and rhythm we saw from them earlier just isn't there right now. They've lost it, and the turnovers are starting to pile up.
Alexander's checked in for Chris Kaman.
Shooting for Phoenix.
No good on that one.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
At the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the Suns call time. They're ahead by 19. There's 53 seconds left in the game. Both free throws good from Henderson. And with Gerald Henderson Jr., what you see is what you get. A solid player, good athleticism, but he doesn't really specialize, Clark, in any one thing.
Well said, Kevin. Right on the mark with that. He came into the league as a jack-of-all-trades kind of guy. Skills were somewhat unrefined, and that's sort of where he is today. He is who he is.
Bledsoe against Frazier. Stolen. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Crabbe, guarded by Tucker. To the middle, here's Alexander. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
So it's the Suns winning Here, it was a tale of two teams tonight.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Eric Bledsoe. He had a nice surge to start the second half, hitting his first 3 shots.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart, you're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.